Welcome, Pisces, to your March mid-month astrology overview. Each calendar month is not linked to one zodiac sign because the sun travels through two. At the heart of each month is in the fourth week of the first of those signs in a period of culmination. We're getting used to the energy, but just as we do, the sun shifts signs into a new one, which takes us through the last phase of each month. But that transition period within each calendar month gets very little attention. In my new monthly series, I'm going to watch over that week 3 for you. You can relate to this video, Pisces, in terms of your ascendant, the sun, or the moon. By the end of it, you'll have a clear picture of what you can expect in terms of your relationships, finance, energy, and work. I'm astrologer Patrick Arundell. A very warm welcome. If you've yet to subscribe to the channel, please do so now to help it to continue to thrive. So on screen is the event chart on the 15th, and the collective in your zodiac sign, but mainly the sun, which has got another 5 days or so to go, is certainly giving you a lot of encouragement to focus on what makes you uniquely you, your identity. Now, because as a Pisces, you can use the water energy of your sign and your two rulers so imaginatively, many Pisces people are brilliantly creative, and that part of your nature is really given a chance to gain traction because of the drive of Mars. But because of Mercury's retrograde, a few things may have gone awry or not at least gone to plan, which may have created frustration. And that combination of Mars and Mercury can add to that, particularly as in your 12th house, which can be to do with the subconscious, the things we don't want to look at, and sometimes our anxieties. The moon's very close to Pluto. Something could come up, perhaps from your past, perhaps from your deep memory or in a dream, which could have an impact on what you're trying to do in the present. However, the link of the sun to Uranus is going to be particularly significant in the time through to the vernal equinox on the 20th. They're forging a sextile. The sun in your sign is encouraging you to have belief and be single-minded about what you want to do for you. Now, Uranus over the last 7 years has seen you hugely inventive, but perhaps at times very restless. But they're working in a very constructive alliance. So if you are wanting to focus on what's really important to you, it is a bit different and fresh. There's a great opportunity to showcase that from the 15th through to the 20th. Also, your traditional ruler, Jupiter, is now out of its retrograde in the glorious fifth house. It's exalted in Cancer, and here it really is encouraging you to have the confidence to showcase not just your talent, but also your charisma too. But of course, Saturn and Neptune are back in the sign of Aries, and recently were joined by Venus. Now, Venus in the second house of a chart, particularly if Saturn wasn't there, would almost certainly see an uptick in your financial situation. But you may have encountered some kind of bump in the road, and there may have been some intense discussions, and that may have seen you with the moon and Pluto together needing to fall back on your inner resources. But let's go through now to when the sun moves into Aries. So there we are on the 20th, and there's the sun having moved. It's the new year, the new astrological year, and the sun has moved into Aries. And that is going to give you an opportunity once the sun gets beyond your modern aquatic ruler Neptune and the resistance of Saturn. Around about from the start of week 2, you could start to really gain traction in converting the ideas that have been so much to the fore recently into something more tangible. Also on the 20th, Mercury goes direct in your sign and is in a very intriguing conjunction with the North Node. Your instincts will always be your best asset, and Mercury emerging from that retrograde suggests if you can combine your thinking with the trust in your inner voice, it can be powerful. But also Mars is forging an astonishingly potent link to your traditional ruler of Jupiter. And all the frustration that may have come up So it's been a case of maybe 3 or 4 giant steps forwards at times, but then somehow or another feeling that something wouldn't quite hold. Now you can start to gain that momentum forwards, which is really exciting. Also, Venus from the 15th through to the 20th is getting further away from Saturn and is joined exactly on the 20th by the moon. That's a delicious combination. If you do have some kind of breakthrough, give yourself a treat, whether it's a really nice meal, a lunch with a friend, or perhaps splash out on a little bit of retail therapy. But there is no doubt over the next 2 years, Saturn is going to ask you to become more resourceful and more disciplined about resources, but also work hard on boosting your sense of self-worth. But this collective that we have from the 15th to the 20th, despite not being perfect, it does have so much going for it. So just to summarize, Pisces, on the 15th, you have plenty of thrust with Mars, and the Sun being in the third decan, which is subruled by Mars. It's just that Mercury may be creating some cross wires, and Mars being so close to Mercury could see you a little bit on edge. However, the Sun is forging an amazing link to Uranus from the 15th to the 20th. Keep believing in your unique ideas. When we get to the 20th, Mercury goes direct, and Mars in your sign is going to boost your physical vitality in a very charismatic link to Jupiter. And there's also an opportunity to improve your finances by around about the 27th of March. So, in terms of romance, I think you could have an electric connection to someone for sure with that Sun Uranus link, and also with Mars linking so positively to Jupiter by the 20th. Money is going to require care, but what the planets are really asking you to do this through this particular transition, Pisces, is to show maximum belief in what you're doing, even if you're not getting instant results. It's been a pleasure being with you. If you've yet to watch Jupiter Direct video, please check out that. If you've yet to watch Mars in Pisces video, please check that out. You can see below and sign up for your free daily horoscope delivered to your device each morning. I've written them for many years. Get that cosmic pit stop in early in the day. Also, if you'd like to work with me one-to-one, please see my testimonials below. And if you'd like to order your personal astrology reports, they're very accurate, they're great value, and they're totally unique for each person they're produced for. And there's 50% off if you apply Astro 26 at the checkout or Draco 26 for the Draconic version. Thank you so much, all the best, and goodbye.